Hi, students. My name is Elizabeth Breyer, and I'm going to be your instructor for Humanities 105 this semester. One of the things that comes up a lot at the beginning of this class is a lot of people think of the title of this class, The Human Struggle, as really negative, like it makes life sound really tough, like a struggle. But I think about it in a different way. I think this class is really about sort of the universal human questions that we have, the questions humans have been asking for millennia. For example, and I will center the class around these questions. So we start with the question about how do we pursue truth and knowledge? What do we do when knowledge isn't enough? How do we live with the reality of cruelty and evil and suffering in the world? How do we lead decent lives? So some people may think of those questions as a struggle. Another way to think about them is just, a way we explore our lives and try to live them well as we can. That's how I think about this class and the class's title. Um, and I think this class is a great opportunity to explore those questions together and to share our explorations with each other. Um, One of the things I always like to mention at the beginning of this class is that the class starts off with some of the toughest readings you will have in any of your classes. They're definitely the hardest readings I teach, but they're short, and I give you a lot of strategies for exploring them. So, my advice to you is take a deep breath. Try not to worry if you don't understand everything about these short readings. You're not expected to. Use the strategies I provide. I'm going to ask you to annotate some of the readings. I'm going to ask you to do think alouds with them. I'm going to ask you to discuss them with each other. At one point, you'll be encouraged to do a graphic organizer to help you think about the differences between the different readings and the thinkers who wrote those readings. So use all those tools. What I've seen again and again is that the students who keep an open mind about using those tools, who don't worry if they don't understand everything about each reading, and just keep taking the next required step in the class, those students do really fine. The other thing is that you'll be happy to know that the hardest readings are at the beginning of the class. And as the class goes on, each reading is a little bit easier than the last one. So by the final week, you'll be reading the easiest text of all, the one on Buddhism. The other thing I want to tell you is as soon as this class appears on Canvas, be sure to watch the course navigation video. It's really important that you understand how this class is organized on Canvas. I give you a lot of tips and tricks in that video for succeeding in this class. The way this class is organized on Canvas may be very different from the way your other classes are organized on Canvas. So make sure to watch that video. And finally, you guys in this class are lucky to have a secret weapon that not all students have. In this class, we have a mentor. Her name is Alina Naravian, and she is a student. She's our embedded tutor. She took this class last winter, so she took it in 5 weeks, which can be really intense, as I'm sure you'll learn. She did very well in the class, and she has been my embedded tutor in the class ever since then. So she's been my embedded tutor for spring, summer, and fall. and now is going to be an embedded tutor in our class. So I hope you will reach out to me if you need extra help with anything in this class. I also hope you'll take advantage of Alina because she's a really great resource. She understands what it's like to be a student in this class and to be facing these challenging readings and to be doing all these essays. So please, she's out of town today, or she would have joined me on this video. She'll be joining me on other videos. But please take advantage of the support she has available to you, as well as the support I have available to you. We both look forward to getting to know you better this semester.